Hi. Gosh, I feel like we've not been talking a lot lately.
You've been out, sick, procedures.
Yeah, welcome back to Miles Between Us.
Yes.
Hi, Misty.
Welcome, Melissa.
All right, what are we going to talk about on today's episode?
Well, first, if you're watching, we got an upgrade, though I'm realizing this is probably directly in front of me. Let me get a little closer to you if you don't mind.
Please.
So that way, we're going to have neck problems. We're going to have to swap every other episode.
We do need to start swapping.
So then that way we're not constantly like this.
Yes.
But maybe this will be.
Yeah, so Melissa killed it, guys. We have like boom arms. Is that what these are called now?
Mm-hmm.
So we have boom arms, and she had a drill out when I came over here, and she like attached stuff.
Oh yeah, I was in my husband's workshop the other morning, and I don't think he was stoked to say I almost turned on one of his machines. I was like, "Where's his table saw?" I've never worked one a day in my life. I should not have even had that thought, but I wanted 2 even pieces, but I found even scrap wood. So.
Good job. I am super impressed. This is incredible.
Yes. So hopefully it doesn't look all crazy and it looks more professional rather than like.
Yeah, it's all a work in progress. I mean, again, that's the thing, right? When we talked about this in the very beginning, you want to do something, you just got to do it. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to learn lessons, and that's what life is.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. We all have gone through the ups and downs and oh shit, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. But I love that we're doing it together.
Oh yeah. For some reason, it doesn't feel as scary doing this, even though it is very vulnerable, because it's just like, why not do something you've been talking about forever,
Yeah,
whatever that may be. I say go do it. Also, I don't know what to do with my hands now. I'm like, do I hold my paper?
Hello, we're gonna be cheerleaders.
I don't know.
So yeah, there's been a lot go on. So Melissa is an incredible nurse and babysitter.
You're easy to watch.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're completely drugged. So I had a neck procedure done, and Melissa was my chauffeur and my babysitter, and very grateful to her. It's important that you get people in your life you can depend on.
Sure. Especially when you're that out of it, they can be your advocate and stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, so what are we going to dive into today?
Ooh, we are diving into, holiday travel and families and stress, but no stress. Yeah.
But there's ways to alleviate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I'm going to tell you one of the things that I started today. I started this morning. I think I've already failed, but I'm going to restart again tomorrow morning. For the next 7 days, nothing negative. Like, I don't want to talk about anything negative. I don't want to read anything negative. I'm not going to say anything negative about people. Just going to be positive or quiet.
Okay.
So
you did already fail today.
Right. But what I'm realizing is that
it's really easy to get lost in the sauce of negativity.
Yeah. And there's just so much of it. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's the news or, there's tragedy, there's all this stuff. And
I told you that earlier. You told me some tragic news and I said, you better counteract it with something positive right away. I didn't even know you were on a little kick. So
yes. So, right. So I'm hoping you guys will join us, because I really do think we talked about what comes in is also what goes out. And
you should start a gratitude journal.
I think that's a great idea.
I did one for a while and then I always kind of fall off, very gung-ho, and then
I mean, that's what happens with everybody's goals.
True.
But yeah, so I'm going to focus on that. It's not that I'm ignoring, kind of the negativity, but let's just really highlight the positive.
Yeah. And I think it's also okay to ignore the negativity. It's okay to shut off the news for 7 days. It's okay to shut it all off if you need to.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. So let's talk about first thing, like travel plans and having a trip checked and maintenance done on your car.
Yeah. I think we've kind of had the luxury of always having that done, just because we've quite literally always had dad's shop and now ours. So maybe it's harder for people because it's the chaoticness of getting up to the holidays. You're planning, you're doing all this. But if you are traveling, that's like number one. You got to make sure you get there safe. And it gives you peace of mind to be like, okay, if crazy travel happens, where you get backed up on I-10, I-75, whatever for hours, you're not worried about coolant issues, battery dying, tires that are going to blow apart.
Yeah, absolutely. The last thing you want is to be going from, Tallahassee to Miami on this 9-hour drive, and you're 4 hours into it and the car breaks down, and now you're in the middle of nowhere. You need a mechanic. They're closed because it's the holidays. They're with their family, and
Or if they're not closed,
super expensive. Yeah. And again, listen, nobody's got a crystal ball, right? But we can do things that help you to prepare.
Yeah, shit happens, but
like, let's check the tire pressure and the tread. Let's check the wiper blades. Let's make sure our coolant's where it needs to be. Do we have an oil leak that's an issue?
Check the belts.
The belts, the batteries. So we've gone back. Last week we were in the 20s, and now we're back in the 80s. But that's when most batteries fail, is in the cold, actually. So if you're traveling somewhere where you're going to be in colder weather and maybe you have a weak battery, it most likely will fail by the time you're up there in that weather. So
that's the last thing you need. Well, check it.
It's a spam call. Every single call I get is a spam call.
Same now.
Like,
I don't rush to my phone.
We need to have this conversation seriously, because I get at least 40 of these a day. I'm on the do not call list, which apparently
it doesn't work, because I've been answering the calls, and on all of them, if you answer and then you press 9, automatically you go on the do not call. But it may take 24 to 72 hours. It doesn't work.
It's the same as unsubscribing on email.
It doesn't work. I swear to you. I swear, as soon as you click unsubscribe, boom, you get 3 more.
Yeah. So if anybody out there knows how to get these spam calls to stop on my phone,
I'm about it.
Please don't call me, email me. Because I don't even answer. You look at it. I'm like, why? Because every single time I look at it, it's spam.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't want people. And people don't realize, like, what they're wanting is to record your voice.
I know. I won't even say, I'll be like, I'll answer for a second. I won't say hello, because I've thought that they're going to use my voice and create AI or whatever.
Yes, they're wanting to get your voice. They're wanting to get your name. They're like, is this Misty? Yes. And then they ask you something else. So now they have me saying yes, which they can use to create into something else. So
sketchy.
Just our little tip for today. Do not answer spam calls.
Yeah, for real. I used to rag on you all the time, but this was also 10 years ago that you never answered phone numbers you don't know. But now I can guarantee you 7 out of 10 people will not answer a phone call they do not know.
Right. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Shouldn't do it.
Anyways, back on track.
It's important. If you're traveling in the car and it rings that many times, I might throw it out the window.
If it rings that many times and it's the same number, you better answer. I've been kidnapped or something. I'm just saying.
It's AI.
Maybe. I don't know.
Headlights, that's important.
Yeah, checking your bulbs, tail lights, tag lights, because you also, let's be real, it's very stressful, and cops and everybody are on the lookout.
True.
Don't have a reason to get stopped and add to the cost and chaos. Yeah.
Don't bring attention to it. So this quote used to hang in our lobby. It should probably go back, although our customers are much better. But
I think it had a crazy little bird.
It did. Yeah, it was very important. So it was, poor planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine.
Say it again for the people in the back.
It is so important. So for us, it would be the end of the semester. It'd be graduation day.
Yeah. Holidays.
It'd be right before Thanksgiving. It would be something like, well, our brakes have been making noise for 2 months, but I need to leave town today. Yeah. I'm like, you need to rent a car. It's what you need to do.
Yeah. And most of them would be like, I'm leaving in 2 hours. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So again, poor planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on ours. Yes. So we want to help. We want to give you tips and ideas, but we're not going to stress, because it's not, it's just not worth it. Like, we have families, our staff has families.
Yeah.
And be considerate. I mean, can we just start being considerate of everyone?
I think the theme for going into the travel and chaos of Thanksgiving should be kind in all realms, right? Like, give the benefit of the doubt with maybe the person going so slow, it's their first time traveling back home. They've not really done big interstates, something like that. Maybe they have toddlers that are losing their minds asking for snacks while going 85 miles an hour down the road. There's things.
Yeah, I mean, what's true? Our nephew, the first time that I wanted him to drive on the interstate, was actually very apprehensive.
Yeah, so it's terrifying.
Yes. Well, the semis are terrifying.
I still floor it around them. I don't trust it.
Yeah, and listen, I'm a quick driver. I'm not going slow on the interstate. I like to get where I'm going. I arrive safely, but I also don't want to take the risk of being stuck.
Is that Ryan? Okay. Anyways, back to it. Not interaction. What's it called? Interruption number 50.
Yeah, this one's been a challenge.
But we're doing it, and hopefully there's no static.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so again, I like your idea of being kind because you're right. Nobody wants to be stuck in traffic. There's car accidents. Maybe somebody's got anxiety or fears of traveling.
Maybe they just lost someone and they're a donkey on the edge.
They're driving home for the first time to see their mom after their dad's passed away. I mean, you just don't know.
You have no idea.
So, yeah, I mean, let's just be better humans.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just love each other. I mean, Thanksgiving is really supposed to be what we're thankful for, and the friends and the family that we're thankful for. And there's an extreme to everything right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if every single person will take their own responsibility to be like, I'm going to be kind, I'm going to be considerate,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put somebody else before myself, then maybe we make it a different place.
Yeah, I think now, since having a toddler, it starts at home.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever change you want to see in the world with yourself, others, kids you have, it starts at home. So
Mm-hmm.
focus on you being a better person, maybe extending the olive branch, and we all help each other. We'll get there one step at a time. We ain't perfect. We all gonna have our moments.
Oh, absolutely.
A for effort,
Yeah. Well, let's talk about things that you want to take in your car if you're traveling in your car on the road.
Well, I have a lot now.
You have a toddler.
Because I have a toddler. But even
Yes.
before, I always have, maybe it's anxiety, because I feel like anxiety is also like over planners, overthinkers.
Right.
So I never go without some kind of drink. Mine's always water, and even extra waters for like car emergencies or whatever.
Yep.
Snacks of all sorts. And I like fresher snacks lately, though there should be non-perishable, because I always eat like garbage
when traveling.
And I feel like shit. And if you have plans like right when you get there, I feel like I'm a step behind. And so snack, blankets, pillows. What else?
Yeah, I always make sure that I've gone ahead and gotten a good podcast loaded up. I've gotten music that I want. Obviously, candy is a big thing for me. So I don't know why, but a road trip just creates me needing this candy constantly.
I think any road tripper is like, or it's junk food, it's candy, it's sodas, I don't know why.
So that's all really important. Again, even when I'm, sometimes just driving for the day or whatever, I make sure that I've got like clothes or an extra pair of shoes. I mean, I have been somewhere in flip-flops and broken my damn flip-flop and needed another shoe.
Yeah, big on the extra clothes because you have no idea. And like easily accessible. So you could have like a whole suitcase, but if something happens, you do not want to be sifting through your meticulously packed car for another shirt or something like that. Car charger.
Very important.
Jumper cables.
Yeah, and so car charger, I just want to bring this up. Somebody called me the other day and they said, can you Google where the damn car charger is in this 26 Expedition?
What?
Right? Because no matter where you looked, there wasn't like the USB very close to you because it had one of those automatic charging
where
mats.
You lay it?
Where you just lay it.
But I don't...
Who's going to tell somebody that?
I also don't trust it. I have one in my Carnival that doesn't work now.
Right.
I used it for like 3 days. Maybe it has an update. I don't know, but I want to plug it in. Okay, call me old school. I want to plug it in. It lights up. I know it's charging.
Yes.
That's just me.
That's important. Books, magazines. I will tell you that I do not like traveling when it's over in a car, when it's over 3 hours. Part of that has to do with my neck issues and, body just being comfortable and that type of stuff. But there are numerous people that get stuck on the interstate behind like a car accident and they're sitting still for like 4 hours. So you need something to distract yourself.
Yeah.
Book, magazine, color,
download
something.
Stuff before.
Download TV, some movie to watch. I don't know why it feels so much worse on the interstate because there's just nowhere to go.
Yeah, you're trapped. You can't turn around. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
You just got to suffer through it.
Yes.
And you got to get to where you're going. So onward.
Yeah. Well, and again, everybody experienced the TSA stuff and the flight delays. So, traveling's just not as easy as we think it is all the time.
Yeah.
But again, worth it, right? If you're going to see some people that you love, pause, open the door.
Hey, it's some good tent, y'all.
I know.
It is dark.
Welcome to our studio.
What you think?
Looks nice.
Turned on some turkey.
I love y'all.
Love
Love
you. Safe travels.
We already did the be kind. Apparently you missed that part.
I can't be kind to this lady. She's a diva.
All right, so let's talk about creating and holding boundaries at the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of, I mean, it's really important.
Okay, first things first, know and state your boundary to yourself. Like, know it through and through. What is your actual boundary? What are you not wavering on? Because it's amazing to say said boundary, but then some of us may, waver on it and then step back. So you need to know what is your absolute firm boundary. And then if you want a little extra and that's your kind of give and take,
Yeah, absolutely.
that's great. But you need to know for
Write
sure.
it down.
Yes.
Like, this is my boundary. This is why.
Mhm.
And listen, nobody sets boundaries because they just want to be an asshole. Like, you're setting boundaries because there's something that you need protection from.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be able to say, this person triggers me, they upset me, their drinking's a problem, whatever it is, the people that you're surrounded by, you set a boundary because you are doing something healthy for yourself.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what we need to recognize first, that people setting boundaries is not a problem. That's a real plus.
Well,
that
it's
people are
for
actually
them.
putting themselves first.
Yeah, it's for them. It's not because of you per se. It's just
Correct.
for them.
Yeah. So as you go into the holidays, I think all of us get surrounded with people we don't surround ourselves with on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a different situation. You get a lot of times you have a lot of people in a smaller space.
It's a lot of hustle and bustle, a lot of different personalities, a lot of opinions.
Yeah. I mean, listen, everybody always says, like, don't talk about politics at Thanksgiving, and go back to the good old days, watch the Macy's Day Parade, and play a game of football out in the yard type of thing. But I think what's really valid is so we've had it this year. I mean, we're just gonna kind of straight out say we've had some absolute, like, what the hell is happening? Who's coming to Thanksgiving, who's not coming to Thanksgiving, who's talking to each other, who's not talking to each other,
who's allowed at the house, who's not,
who's allowed at the house, who's not.
Because this is my hot take, if it is your house, I believe you have full rights to include or exclude whoever you want.
Absolutely. I would agree with that completely. No, I agree with that completely. Like, your house, your rules. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Your house, your rules. And so, and if everybody agrees that you're hosting, then we're giving you that right.
Yeah,
agreed. So that's kind of how that goes. I mean, and I think this is again a really stressful time of year, and it shouldn't be, right? There's no reason why in a time that we can be close to people we don't get to see all the time, or we can have these traditions and the food and the comfort of that, that we're going to allow a person or somebody else's behavior to steal the rest of that away from us.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was unique. It wasn't something that I think we've really had to deal with much.
I mean, we have here and there, but we've been blessed lately for the last, 8 years or so that it's been pretty unspoken. Like, we kind of know who's doing what, and then
gosh, we even know who's making what. So we do a potluck. And so we kind of know whose dish is what and things like that. And it is special to bring everybody together. But, I also think that people just reach their breaking point.
Well, yeah, you got to think, like, this is the end of the year. You've had a lot of stuff go on. Holidays just carry a certain burden, stress. I don't know, pressure too, to either kind of feel like you're your best version you're bringing. What are you going to talk about? People are going to say, what have you been up to? So I don't know. I think depending on who you're meeting up with, if like us, it's all the immediate family. So it's people we're always around. So it's not really too different for us. But when you're traveling and you're meeting up with people you haven't seen but once a year, it's a little bit different, and kind of feel like you have to put on a certain face for it.
Yeah, a certain show. And again, we talked about before, casual versus, dressy and all of that type of stuff. And we respect everybody's traditions and what it is that you do. But again, we did this podcast because we do want it to be the unscripted, unedited real life. And here's what really happens. Families fucking fight. Like, they just straight up fight at times.
And I'm realizing that it's a lot more common than we were aware.
Yeah, we were not really aware that that was a thing. And
to
so,
the degree of like
not talk, like I'm not coming, or
Yeah.
we're not talking, or you're dead to me. Like,
yeah, there's certain things we know, obviously people getting squirrels, tiffs, whatever, but it's a lot more common that people cut off people than I ever realized.
yeah, I mean, just in conversations the last couple of weeks, I've realized how many people like no longer speak to their parents, or don't
Yeah.
talk to this son that's across the country, or that type of stuff. And so,
Yeah.
I think for us it was an eye opener, right? Because this all started with kind of a disagreement
me.
between us.
Correct.
So this was honestly just between Melissa and I. And so if you watched us and you follow us, you know that Melissa and I are best friends. We work together every day. We see each other all the time. We disagree on some stuff, right? But here's what's cool about when you know that you're in a good relationship, whether that's a sisterhood or, a spouse type relationship. A good relationship allows people to disagree. It allows people to have different opinions, and it allows people to each be heard. And then it allows there to be an actual resolution and an ending of that. And that's what we see happen over and over again. So I'm going to encourage you that if you're having disagreements, figure out where the resolution and the end of it is. Yeah. Because that's what keeps happening is people don't end them.
Well, because the problem I have is people who believe they're very straightforward and they are just telling it like it is. I'm finding a trend that they don't actually resolve things. So it somehow keeps being brought up. It keeps being an issue. And that's where the insanity comes in, because you think you've talked through it. You've spoken your piece. They've spoken theirs. And then months later it gets brought up and you're like, why are we going through this again?
Ours was 3 years later. Yeah. Like we had a situation where there was a conversation, there was a boundary set, it was discussed, it was settled.
Statute of limitations, I guess.
And then 3 years later, it was like that conversation never ever happened.
Yeah.
So if you have those conversations where that happens to you, you are not alone.
Not alone.
Not alone. I am happy to report that I feel like we maybe are moving in the right direction to have settled this, at least for this holiday. I don't really know what that means.
Again,
here's what I know that it means. I know that it means that I'm going to be exactly who I am, and I'm going to say exactly what I have to say. And you're going to be exactly who you are, and you're going to say exactly what you have to say. There's just no more biting your tongue for people. Like that whole, like, you should be allowed to be, you could be around anybody for 3 hours. What the fuck would I want to?
Correct.
Like, is it humanly possible? Sure. Is it good for my mental health, my physical health, or me just not killing them? No.
Bitch, bye.
So whoever tells you, suck it up and be around this person,
you don't have to.
You do not have to. Peace out. Bye. Like, that's not a...
Especially...
That's what was wrong with the world. People covered shit up. They didn't talk about stuff, like... There wasn't that openness. Like, there was a kids' table and there was adults' table, and the adults were always right. And we've all come to realize, like, we've grown as people, and we've realized that everyone has intuition. Everyone has a right to an opinion, and we should respect them all. Yeah. Listen, I'm super proud of you for holding your boundaries.
Yeah. I am the root of what happened, just so everyone understands.
Yeah, well,
our
listen, we're not going to skate around it. Like, I don't give a damn who listens to this.
We're not going into exact details.
No, but what I'm saying is you chose to set an absolute boundary
of who could come to my house.
Right. And that's it. Yeah. Like, end of discussion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm good with it. I'm looking forward to turkey and ham and all the great stuff.
I feel better now. I'm not as nauseous because, like we're saying, you should talk about everything, but it is very hard to have these conversations. So know that you are also not alone in that. And if you need to pep yourself up, kind of talk to someone you can confide in beforehand. I don't know. Just get ready to have those combos.
Every family's a little bit different, right? Like, I'm a little more confrontational. I'm a little more in your face.
I also think that comes with age too, because as I'm getting older, you care less what people think of you. And a lot of people that don't like confrontation are usually people pleasers and things like that, which I fall under certain categories. So as I'm getting older, I'm like, I have my own home, I have my own family, I have my own experiences. I am going to stand up for myself and what I want. Because you can now.
And it shocks people, right? Because
Yeah, I don't think they like it.
they don't like it. Like, you're always the little ones. And then you're like, what do you mean she's growing up and she's saying things? So
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. So for any of you that have had to make some hard decisions this holiday season, or, things are just not exactly where you thought they were going to be,
Give yourself grace.
give yourself some grace. I mean, it's another day. Really, it's a holiday season, right? So if you're listening to this on Thanksgiving, or in the days after that, it's a season, right? Like, I woke up one day on Thanksgiving. I love to eat, but I woke up a couple years ago at your house, come over for Thanksgiving, and I couldn't swallow. So I couldn't eat a single thing, which meant Thanksgiving sucked. But the Thanksgiving season of being around the people I loved was still great.
Yeah.
So that's what we focus on. But again, if you're separated from loved ones this year, you, maybe you're deployed, maybe you're a first responder and you're working and you don't get to sit at the head of the table with your kid, or are in the ER and you're working the shift there. Like, we have to remember that the picture that's been created in the Publix Thanksgiving Day ad isn't what everybody's Thanksgiving looks like. I mean, we've had huge turkey drives. There are people that are really unable to afford Thanksgiving meals.
A lot of the local churches are doing big things.
So, again, as we're going into all of this, let's just stop and be kind to each other.
Yeah, there's a place for everybody, and we hope during the season that you're able to find your peace and be with your people and your loved ones.
If not, tell them to kick rocks.
Bye. Okay, you should give us some fun facts.
Oh my gosh, Jingle Bells was originally a Thanksgiving song and not a Christmas song. I don't understand. She told me I couldn't Google this shit.
I know, I didn't dive further into it, so we're gonna have to dive into this.
I don't understand. Like,
we'll dive into that during Christmas.
How Jingle Bells was a Thanksgiving song? It just makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
The Butterball Turkey Hotline, which is real, by the way, receives about 100,000 calls each year from people needing cooking advice.
I would have never thought that. Truly.
Who works this line?
Hello, your turkey's on fire.
Like, I'm going to guess the call volume's gone down since we have YouTube and Google and stuff like that, maybe. But, I mean, how pretty cool is it that Butterball, which is a name brand of a turkey, has a line you can call?
But it's pretty cool, though. I wonder if it's right there. I've never noticed it on their packaging, but it's got to be.
I don't know. Well, because you made a mistake one year, and it turned out to be like a mistake compared to what the instructions say, but it was the best turkey ever. Melissa cooked it upside down.
Yep. It was just me and Dad, and I don't even remember where y'all went. Maybe Disney or something? No, maybe up north. Doesn't matter. So it was just me and my dad, and I don't know what happened. I blacked out, I guess, and I cooked it down, and I took it out when it was done, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, that doesn't look exactly like the bird I usually see. And it took me a minute to figure out. That's my dumb moment, but it was delicious.
It was delicious. Yeah, it kept all that moisture in there.
I've never done it again because I feel like I'm scared that I'm going to mess it up.
I think you should, because it was incredible.
Maybe I'll do 2 small ones instead of 1 big one this year, and then I can experiment.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea. I like
that.
Yeah, and then it's less cooking time. You don't have one huge bird.
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
I'm going to come up with a new tradition.
What else you got?
Okay, so don't look at my paper. I'm going to quiz you.
She accuses me of cheating. I don't understand.
What is the name of the horn-shaped basket filled with fruits and vegetables that's commonly associated with Thanksgiving?
It starts with a C.
I did
Cornucopia?
Yeah.
Cornucopia.
I think it's ugly.
That. I mean, just so we know. I'm pretty sure it goes back to like the pilgrimage area.
It does. It reminds me of like a dog toy, like a chew toy though.
Yeah, I'm not going to have one of those. But yeah, I'm so glad I knew that.
I'm impressed. I don't think you're going to get this one.
Things you know.
Well, you might get this one if I give you clues. But according to AAA, what was the most popular Thanksgiving travel destination?
So this is going to be a guess. However, it's something that we did for years.
You cheated. Did you look at these?
I did not. I swear.
I was gone for like 20 minutes. Did you Google this?
I swear.
Okay, say your guess.
Walt Disney World.
Yes and no. Okay. Orlando.
Yeah, so we started that as a tradition, and we did it for like 6 years in a row.
I don't think I went once.
No, you went more than that.
Maybe
you guys brought me
twice.
back a damn castle the year I couldn't go.
Yeah, maybe twice.
Because then what happens is like you have Thanksgiving and then you can eat in the park and you do all this type of stuff. And then later that night it changes to Christmas and they have like snow in the streets and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's incredible. But when we first started doing it, it was not crowded. And the last time it was insane. So that was why I guessed that.
Okay, last one. According to Merriam-Webster, when was the term Friendsgiving first circulated?
What year did somebody come up with?
Friendsgiving. Like that term, Friendsgiving.
I'm going to say this was in the 2000s.
You gotta give me a year.
2008.
No, but you're close.
Really?
2007.
Really?
Cheat.
No, I was trying to go with like
fair
when
enough.
the show Friends was out. That's literally, so my brain is like, let's use logic to come up with this. So we've had some Friendsgivings. We usually have a friend or two over.
I don't think I've ever had a true Friendsgiving where it's like all you peoples and whatever.
Yeah.
They look fun. You should invite me. Okay, so I'm gonna end it with the last fun one
Okay.
of charades.
Charades?
You have to guess it. You
Oh
have to
my
guess it.
gosh. This
Okay.
is a podcast. Who is this on?
Well, this will get cut out in the
Okay.
whatchamadoodle,
Okay.
but for the video.
Okay.
And then we're gonna come back for the
Yeah, this
audio.
is why y'all need to pay attention. Y'all don't know this, but the audio podcast is different than the video YouTube.
It's true.
So there's different segments and different editing if she's going to cut
Correct.
something out. So check them both out.
Yeah, just maybe if you want to flip flop between the different styles, because they're just edited in different ways, different days. Okay, so you want to do 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Okay.
2 words.
Mm-hmm.
1 syllable. Y'all don't. I do
Mm-mm.
not know how to play charades or whatever this damn thing is. 1 word.
No.
First word.
Yeah.
Shit.
You're
I'm
not
gonna
good at
practice
this.
before the holidays.
Okay.
Box of What the hell was that? She looked like she was a slurping lizard. I don't understand.
Okay.
It's a box, a square, a rectangle.
No.
We're putting something in
Okay,
something.
wait.
Box. Okay, it is a box.
No. Yes, it's Thanksgiving themed. Just so you know.
TV tray?
Mm-mm.
Stuffing? What are you doing? You are not my charades partner if we're doing this as a family at the holidays.
Okay. Skip this one. She's struggling. Do you want me to tell
What
you
was it?
Boxing leftovers.
What?
Leftovers? Food?
Never would have gotten that.
Okay, anyways, you should get this one.
1 word. Pray. Blessing. Wishbone.
Yeah.
Girl. We need a show just on her and charades.
Okay, last one.
3 words.
I thought this would be easier.
Blimp. Macy's Day Parade. That is hilarious. You literally just did 3 words and then blew yourself up, and I instantly knew it was Macy's Day Parade.
Yes, because
Those
I didn't know
ones
how to
are
act out
amazing.
those single.
Yeah.
That was going to be way too hard. So
We
hope-
want to wish you guys all an amazing Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
And-
happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so thanks for sharing some time with us.
Yeah, safe travels. Have fun with your family and friends. And we'll see you back here in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, send us your pictures of your Christmas trees. But I want to see what people are decorating. Like, do you do a color theme? Do you do the traditional same ornaments every year?
True.
Like, let me know what you got.
I'm excited to get a Christmas tree.
It's always an adventure.
Yep. So, like always, you can like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends, tell your family. Follow us on Instagram,
Facebook.
YouTube, podcast.
Yeah.
I think that's everything.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for going down this journey with us.
Yeah, this is
So,
fun.
it is
Can't wait
fun.
to talk to you next round.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Real life.